All right, hello, hello, hello. This is your Dreaded Crypto channel coming at you. It's June 7th, 2022. Yeah, just quick little update. Crypto went down like crazy. That's where we left off yesterday. And we did hold that support line on this symmetrical triangle that I drew kind of haphazardly as we were talking. Went down, tested it, then pumped right back up today. Crazy. And then we went down all the way down here. So again, this kind of like goes to my what I was saying yesterday. In the last crypto bear market, we had all these BART patterns going up and down. It happens because of low volume, and it's the whales and institutions playing games with the retailers, or just traders really. It's traders trying to pick each other out. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? And yeah, it's just low volume. It's very interesting because that happened at the bottom of the last bear market, so that could insinuate that this is a bottom or very close to it. So I think we're ready for a rally. Personally, I think these games are only going to last much longer, especially if we break out of this downtrend. So maybe we bust up, come down, test on it for a bit, then off to the races, or maybe we bounce even, go, jump around here a little longer. I doubt that. We're probably ready to break this, but that's going to depend on the news in the next couple of days. There is a meeting, I think FOMC meeting. There's some inflation data coming out, and with the Fed already coming out and saying they're expecting more inflation and they're apologizing, there's a decent chance that those numbers are going to be bad. And if those numbers are bad, stocks could go down, but maybe crypto will go up because Bitcoin is supposed to be an anti-inflationary, deflationary asset. Now, I think a lot of the reason why crypto has been going down, Bitcoin in particular, taking everything else with it, is they've been trying to basically pump the dollar. The dollar's been gaining strength because, all of a sudden, we don't need Bitcoin anymore. We need the dollar because the dollar is going to be gaining more strength, so therefore Bitcoin will not be as deflationary as it was. So it should be interesting. Even if the inflation data comes out less, I think that will be bullish either way, because that will be bullish for the markets, and then that will also be bullish for Bitcoin, because right now Bitcoin is correlated with the markets. So yeah, bit of a mouthful there. Let's check and see what the Crypto Fear and Greed Index is. It was 15 yesterday. It was 10 a couple different times yet last week. It's a 17 right now. Still in extreme fear. Extreme fear. I was kind of hoping for a little bit less, but I think we're heading up from here. I think we're going to go test that 21-week moving average and fill in that CME gap, 36. Maybe we go up to 38, maybe even wake up to 40, 42, somewhere in there to get everyone all hype up. The news cycle will probably start talking about it for a second, and then we'll fall down again and probably retest 30. Or maybe there's a black swan that gets us down to 25, even 20K. That's just what I would kind of like expect almost. Like you don't know. Maybe we go on up till like 40 or 50K at the end of the year, 60K. It's really hard to say what's going to happen. If Bitcoin is going to do what it needs to do and we go into a recession, then Bitcoin will take over with gold, and it will be better than gold, and therefore it will be a commodity, and people will put their money into Bitcoin and some other cryptos, and that will be better. And they won't put it in gold and silver anymore. That would be great, right? So it really just depends. There's no way to know. Dollar cost averaging is the best way. I was talking to some people today. It's like, oh, when do I buy? When do I buy? You buy now because we're at a bottom. We're down 60%, and some of these other cryptos are down 70, 80, 90%. So this is like your opportunity, especially with altcoins, like stuff like Link and ADA. Like they're down so hard. They got crushed. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about all that. Just find some cryptos that you like and kind of get into it. I was looking at. I want to look at a couple of cryptos. Let's check out the market list. I mean, Ethereum, I think, is getting ready to bust up too. I mean, and that's one. I mean, I think safest ones again. Bitcoin Ethereum. Link is going to start running here soon. Link did really well in the last bear market, and it's starting to show some life now. And we will take a look at it here shortly once I get to it. That's the Link BTC pair. It's not what I need right now. But yeah, it really did well in the last bear market. And there's a good chance that if Link starts running, then that would be a precursor to letting us know, hey, the market might start turning around soon. And the big question is, I mean, is this bear market going to be something that lasts a whole year from now, and we're sitting around in the doldrums, and then that could happen. We don't know. I think there'll be a shorter bear market, personally. I mean, politically, like, they can't keep the economy. Like, the Democrats are going to want to get this economy like looking good for their elections coming up, and they need to start now or July, August. I mean, the elections are in November, so we need to start seeing some progress with our stock market if they want to get reelected. I mean, no one. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, it's like, oh, we got inflation under control. So that's great. When my 401k portfolio is still down 30%, 40%. Like, yeah, people can talk about inflation and wanting the dollar stronger all they want, but really, people are looking at their bank accounts and their numbers, and it's like, Theta is one, though, I think. It's at a great accumulation range. I think it went to $12 or $15. It's at $1 right now, $1.25. And it's supposed to help live streaming. It does something to help. It works with even like YouTube. I forget exactly how it works, but it basically helps to make the streaming smoother, and I forget exactly how it works, but that's what it does. And I think it's definitely worth a play. New Cipher was running pretty hard. I don't really remember what that does. That doesn't really help anybody, does it? Silver and gold, I imagine, will keep running. I saw that uranium made a big move today. So again, with the energy sector, I think oil, gas, natural gas, commodities are, I think, are going to be the play for the next 6 months to a year. And then the big key is Bitcoin going to be what it needs to be? Like a gold head, something that will replace gold, because gold gets manipulated. JP Morgan paid all those fines because of their manipulation of it. I think they were caught even. I don't know if they were I don't know if they had like actual gold bars that were actually had a certain amount of iron in them, or maybe they were just manipulating the numbers. Anyway, they got caught doing it, and then they paid some kind of slap on the wrist fine, right? So it's just sketchy. Like Bitcoin, that'll never happen. It's transparent. I mean, maybe a company will lie about how much they have, but still people can go look at the blockchain and confirm it. So there's no way to lie about it. Someone sent this and this on this time and this date. Can't lie about it. It's what it is. And that's what's really cool about it. Computer's really laggy. Tron might be an interesting play. VE Chain will be an interesting play that deals with supply chain management. So if we are having a supply chain breakdown, that could be a big play in the next year or two. Because the supply chain crisis won't be a quick move. Also, XRP, I mean, once that XRP case gets expunged, or whatever happens with it, the SEC falls on their face, hopefully it gets totally dispelled and the CFTC takes over. But once the XRP case is resolved, I mean, that thing, like, it's going to rip. $3, $4, $5, maybe even $10, I think. And the problem is, no one can buy it, but if you can, not in America anyway, like a lot of exchanges, you're not able to get it. So there are ways around it. You get a VPN and you get on one of these exchanges and you can buy it that way. You can buy it on Femex without a VPN. KuCoin, I believe, which I am really starting to love. I've started using KuCoin. Stay away from Binance. BNB might be getting investigated apparently. They're getting probed. I do hold some BNB, but I mean, I think Binance will be around, but that coin might start getting volatile because of that. And God knows what's going to happen with that. So, yeah, but yeah, KuCoin, Femex, yeah, there's different exchanges you can get XRP, and because it's harder to get, it likely will be a bigger runner in the price because there's just less people able to get it, and when people want it, and then the second the exchanges open up, it's just going to go rip, and the people that have it first are going to have the biggest gains, right? Yeah, Tron has apparently, I think it's somewhat similar to the Luna's algorithmic stablecoin. But Tron has been around a lot longer in the space, like 6 or 7 years, I think, and it's actually its price is holding up fairly well. Take a look at it. I don't think I've really drawn any graphs on this guy, but Tron is very interesting because of that, and you know, I don't think they're going to go anywhere. So if Tron sticks around and continues with strength, and say they don't have a stablecoin that goes to zero like Luna did, then maybe, just maybe, it will be a big player in the days to come, or years to come, really. But it could do well this year. You never know. If it ends up being an algorithmic stablecoin that works, then it will have a use case. But its chart looked pretty good last I looked at it. And this thing is just lagging. I'm sorry about that. Usually if I restart the computer, it'll kind of fix itself. Is that all I have? Maybe that's all the price data there is. Pretty sure there was more than that. Oh, yeah, that's all the price data maybe they give me on this. This is on the Binance chart. Yeah, not the best chart, but see as it is holding up pretty well. So it's interesting. Let's see what else we got. XLM is basically an XRP copy. I hold some. I don't really care much for it, to be honest. Zilliqa has 15% staking on Atomic, and I take advantage of that. Ontology has 20% staking on Exodus, and I am definitely taking advantage of that. And Ontology seems to be holding itself up pretty well. Hard to say what's going to happen, but I have been holding it. I think it hasn't really crashed, and I don't remember exactly what Ontology does. Let's take a look at that, actually. There's this Teller Tributes chart. I had some in my wallet, and I'm kind of wondering if I should try to sell it or not. I hadn't decided. Let's see. Let's go back up here. Search for Ontology. Yeah, ONT token is number 156, so it's pretty high risk. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But man, just think if it 100x's, or at least a 10x, that'd be a $3 Ontology. So we're going to look at the max layout. Look at the strength of this thing. Yeah, not looking too great, honestly. It's not the strongest looking chart. But I've acquired it at such low levels. Yeah, that's the 1 year. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could really say whether it'd be a good time to buy it or not. See, all right, low points here, 45 cents. Low points here, 60 cents. 50 cents. Yeah, it's at some low prices right now. I really hope it does better. Let's alright, take a look at what it does. Read more. So here you go. Ontology is a new high-performance public blockchain project and distributed trust collaboration platform provides new high-performance public blockchains that include a series of complete distributed ledgers and smart contract systems. Ontology is a blockchain framework. It supports public blockchain systems and is able to customize different public blockchains for different applications. Sounds like a lot of BS jargon to me. I'm glad I'm looking at this. It also supports collaboration amongst chain networks with various protocol groups. So it's a cross-chain. It will constantly provide common modules on the underlying infrastructure for different kinds of distributed scenarios, such as those for a distributed digital identity framework. All right, so that's pretty key. I mean, I think digital identity will be a big topic, and hopefully not in a 1984 type of way. The ZK rollups and optimistic rollups, it's a way for people to verify your identity without actually exposing or trying to grab your data. It's like the blockchain will verify, hey, this is that person, without them having to figure out, hey, this is his address, this is where he is, he claims to be this type of person. Or it's like, you know, when you hand someone your license, this is a big issue. If you say you go to a bar and you hand someone your license, yeah, so like if they have a good memory, they could figure out, hey, this guy lives here, this guy is this old, this guy looks like this, or whatever. But they still that's nor they could remember your VIN number or whatever, like your identification number. That's not right, So it's a more private way of verifying your identity. It was created in 2017. On that's a good thing. It's been around a little bit longer. A Chinese company called On-Chain. It's led by On-Chain as they were founders behind the Neo blockchain. Did not know that. Neo is still around, but they have not performed very well, so it might be worth looking at seeing how the Neo blockchain is doing. It's a multi-billion-dollar project. Essentially, Ontology was created as a way for businesses of all sizes to install blockchain technology within their company without having to completely change all the current systems. Sounds great. I mean, this whole mumbo jumbo up here was why? Not a very good way of describing what you do. The purpose of Ontology framework is that it is not intended to operate as a single blockchain. Instead, the technology will allow businesses to make full use of both private and public blockchain. Each and every data transaction is confirmed in a decentralized environment, meaning that no single person or authority can take control of the network. Sounds great. I mean, for me, it's worth 0.5% of my portfolio, getting 20% on it. So yeah, you can get that. There's only a few ways that you can get it. I believe you can still get it on Voyager. Yeah. Kind of rambling on this one, but I think that's just important. I want to start going over coins and kind of delving into them. This is what people should be doing. If there's it's on crypto.com. It's on a lot of exchanges, honestly. Which kind of, I can't believe, I can't believe that its price is so low. And this is these are extremely awesome levels to accumulate something that could really be a very key winner. Even if, why is this thing doing this? Come on now. Even if it is a Chinese company in China, if they want to be, that's interesting that it is Chinese, so China's having problems with the government finding too much about people's identities. But I would feel bad investing in something that will make their lives less private, because I'm American and I believe some kind of rights. Though Americans seem to want to get rid of their rights at any point in time. I think they can, because we live in a state of fear thanks to the media right now. Let's look at Neo. So Neo, again, is the parent company of Ontology. So I used to hold a lot of Neo. That's not the one. This is not Neo. Come on. There we go. Actually, it's still in the top 100. might have to start accumulating this one again. Let's look at the max. That just looks bad, doesn't it? It doesn't look like a very strong cryptocurrency at all. Shows you how weak this bull market cycle was. It'd be interesting to see what happens with it. I can't recommend getting in on it because it just doesn't look that great. And it also doesn't have staking rewards. Next generation smart economy platform. First open source blockchain that was founded in 2014 and is the Ethereum of China. Maybe I'm not going to get into it. I think I might just go ahead and ending the stream here because I feel like it's getting kind of long. But let's take one last look at the crypto markets. Come on now. Bitcoin. Maybe it'll let me go. There we go. Let's take a look at Link real quick. Oh, we're gonna look at a couple more things. We're gonna look at Link. Now this thing, I started accumulating Link between $3 and $5, and we're back around those levels, like $8 right now, but it was at $6. I think it hits $5 or $6. Crazy. For some reason, it's looking at the S&P right now. Come on now. Come on. Let's see if I can go back to that. We got Link. Hey, look how this thing has just gotten totally torn apart. I mean, this top was $54, $56. So I mean, if you buy now, you're looking at close to a 10x just to get to the previous all-time highs. And this is one of those coins that it basically is very utility driven. It helps communicate on-chain and off-chain data, price data in particular. Microsoft is involved. It's very very utility driven coin. So yeah, I just can't believe it's at these levels. So this is one that I'm accumulating. I'm not selling it. Unfortunately, I didn't sell any at that top. Like, it just did not seem like it was going to fall like it did. Nothing really seemed like that it was going to fall the way it did, unfortunately. It's taking its time. My computer's going way too slow, so I think I want to end it there. Thanks for stopping by. We'll continue this tomorrow and see where we end up. Bitcoin looks like it's rallying, so a lot depends on the news the next couple of days, inflation data, and FOMC meeting coming up, so buckle up. Peace.